Cool. Yes, Lord, when I tell you this mac and cheese gonna hit so different, go ahead, grab you a pen, get comfortable, let's get it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the macaroni. So first things first, all right, you gotta boil your macaroni. So we're gonna get a large pot, some water, fill the pot up to about a third of the way, half of the way, whatever works for you. And then also what you're gonna get is some oil. Reason why we get the oil is so we can keep the noodles from clumping together and it's not all bunchy and everything. Makes it very easy to separate later on. Okay, so you're gonna bring that to a boil. Doesn't have to exactly be a rolling boil, but you do want it to start boiling before you start adding in your salt. You're gonna salt your water. Be a little generous with this. Then next you're gonna add in your noodles. It can be elbows, it can be cavatappi noodles, whatever works for you. All right, you're gonna boil that for about 7 to 8 minutes. You don't want to overcook your noodles because then it's gonna be mushy and everything by the time you bake them. All right, 7 to 8 minutes max. And then we're gonna move on to the next step while that's going to make our roux. All right, so look, we got a whole stick of butter right here. We're gonna go in first. All right, we're gonna go in with about half a stick of butter and melt that on down. All right, let's run a game real quick. All right, so since it's the holiday season, we're gonna start off with questions about Thanksgiving. All right, drop your answers in the comment section below. All right, let's get it. There's no right or wrong answers, but all right. Number 1, if dinner is to start at 2, what time are you and your people pulling up? Number 2, what is your least favorite Thanksgiving food that everybody seems to love? Remember, save your answers and then drop it in the comment section below. All right, bet, let's move on. So number 3, if you're not the best with cooking or you just flat out can't cook, what's your contribution to Thanksgiving? Number 4, and oh, by the way, we only got 2 more questions. All right, so look, how many days after the holiday do you continue eating leftovers? All right, bet. And last but not least, number 5. Now, I put this up on my TikTok and Instagram, but if you're new to the channel, all right, are you pulling up this year single? Are you bringing a significant other, entanglement, a boo, whatever they are to you? Is somebody coming with you to Thanksgiving dinner? Drop that in the comment section below and I'll share my answers also. But all right, let's get back to the recipe. All right, so now you're gonna get you about a quarter cup. We'll get you about a quarter cup of some flour. Go ahead and add it in. Now, of course, while that's going, go ahead and whisk everything on up. All right, we're gonna turn this down so we don't burn the butter, okay? Go ahead and get your whipping cream. All right, so like I said, we're gonna add in our whipping cream. So we're gonna do roughly about maybe 3 cups. We're gonna start with this because then we're gonna also add some milk in a little bit later as well. Go ahead and add your seasonings on this. We're gonna start with 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Add that in just like that there. Add in at least 1 to 2 teaspoons of some seasoned salt. Don't really matter the brand, just go ahead and get you some. Just get you some, all right? Okay, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of some minced garlic. And you already know how I'm coming with this at this point. If you've been watching my channel, we take the simplified route. So yes, it's already cut up, it's already crushed and everything. Get a good 1 to 2 teaspoons of some black pepper. Easy on that. Add a little bit of garlic salt. About 1 teaspoon. All right, y'all, look. So the key here is we're going to keep on whisking our mixture together until it thickens on up. We want all those spices to become one nice homogeneous mixture. And then once we're done with that, then we're going to move on and add our Parmesan cheese in. All right? All right, so next here, it depends on how fancy you want to get, right? If you want to grate or shred your own Parmesan cheese, be my guest. But look, I got bagged Parmesan cheese. Get it from your local grocery store. You're going to add in about half a cup to a cup of some shredded Parmesan cheese, like so. Next, we're going to move on over to our cream cheese. You're going to do a hefty dollop, okay? Probably about 1/4 cup to half a cup, all right? Listen, this is going to be some of the creamiest mac and cheese you've ever had, like for real, for real. But anyway, we're going to move on to our sour cream. So get you a nice hefty dollop of some sour cream. We're going to throw that in there. Mix that in. Kind of missed that part. Then you're going to get you some cheddar cheese. That's going to be a 5 cheddar cheese blend. So we'll go ahead and mix that all in together. Once again, I can't stress this enough. If you want to get the fresh cheddar cheese block and then grate it all yourself, cool. do what you do. But here we taking a little bit of a shorter route. All right, so we're gonna mix that in, and then we're gonna whisk some more until you see I started thick up. That's what we want. All right, now back to our noodles. Okay, so of course the noodles are already done and we've drained them. So boom, we're gonna go ahead and put those into a casserole dish, baking dish, whatever you want to call it. Spread it around nice and evenly. Then we're gonna get our roux and cheese mixture and everything. We're gonna bring that together and put that over the noodles like so. And man, when I tell you, oh my God, it is so good. Like, yes. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I'm getting a little sidetracked, but man, I'm trying to tell you. All right, so when you pouring out the cheese mixture, make sure scrape that pan, get everything out, because we don't waste food around here. You feel me? All right, and then next we're just gonna go ahead and mix everything together with our spoon. And just listen to that beautiful sound when you get them cheeses intertwining together. You got everything. Ooh, if that ain't Thanksgiving, I don't know what it is then. But yeah, don't be childish, y'all. Don't be childish like me. But anyway, yeah, once we get that all mixed in together, then we're gonna move on, and then we're gonna finish off with our milk and our chicken broth, and we're gonna add a little bit more cheese over the top, and then y'all, we're gonna be ready to pop this thing into the oven and wait till it come out. Cause woo! And another thing, when it comes to cooking, if you want your food to come out right, put your soul into it. You know what I mean? Relax. If you drink wine, get you a little small glass of wine, turn on some music, whatever. Have fun with it. That's how you're going to get the best flavors out of it. It's not scientific fact, but I mean, I promise you it works. You want to be able to taste the love that you put into that dish, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? People got to be able to tell that you cooked it with love. But back to the recipe. So look, moving on, we're going to do about 2 to 3 cups of some milk. Doesn't matter what kind of milk. I would say 2% or whole milk is going to be preferred in this case, but do what works for you. All right? It's going to look a little soupy at first when you put it in the oven, but I promise you it's going to make sense later. Next, we're going to move to our chicken broth. And man, a lot of people don't know. But you add a little bit of chicken broth, probably about half a cup. Add about a cup of some chicken broth. That's gonna keep that moist, and it's gonna add just a hint bit of flavor. Then of course, mix everything around so it becomes one again. Then we're gonna add a little bit more sour cream. Just add a little bit more sour cream. Gonna get your shredded cheddar cheese. Place that over the top just like that. Then we're gonna add in some Asiago Parmesan Romano cheese. Then you're gonna place some foil over the top of your baking dish. Then we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then when I tell you this final product is just gonna look like love, oh my God. And then you can honestly take this to Thanksgiving dinner. Make it exactly like this, and it's gonna come out boom. Sorry, y'all, I got a little excited, but you get the point though. And yes, Lord, look at that cheese pull, because oh my damn. Go ahead and get us a try. And don't forget, drop your answers in the comments below to the game. And as always, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Cord and the Kitchen. Give the recipe a try. I'm sure you, your family, whoever you give this to is going to enjoy it. All right, and before we get up on out of here, just remember, cooking is simple. It's just all about the twist that you put on it. All right, I love y'all, and I'll catch you on the next video. Yes, Lord.